Good day, good friends. Bobo C Type Beers here with Black-White Martyr Proc. This hand, if any of these cards was a Path or an Orzhov Charm, this hand would be fantastic. I don't know if I can keep it. I think I have to mulligan it, unfortunately. It was so close, though. This is very keepable. I think... What do we get rid of, though, is the question. I think we get rid of a land, since we have the Weathered Wayfarer, and we're on the draw. So let's get rid of one of the plains. And hope they don't bolt my Weathered Wayfarer. It is burned, so we were good to not keep that weaker hand. But now we do need to find a martyr pretty quickly here. And ask and you shall receive sometimes. Let's see if they bolt that on spec. Attacks with Swift Spear. And Kiln Fiend. So it's more of a Prowess deck than a burn deck, it looks like. We are going to then just use our path judiciously. Let's just get a basic plains and play that. I was going to say we'll do the same thing next turn, but it looks like we might not be able to do the same thing this turn if they don't play another land. And they don't attack. Interesting. I mean, okay. I'm not upset by that by any stretch. We get another white card, which is great for Martyr. Let's play the Godless Shrine tapped and then play the Martyr. And then as soon as they tap one of those red mana sources and we know we can't be Skullcracked, we crack the Martyr. And they will Lava Dart. So we'll crack there. And we do get to leave up a blocker for Kiln Fiend, which is going to get pretty big here if they go for it. They could, of course, cast a bunch of stuff with Kiln Fiend and then Lava Dart Weathered Wayfarer, which they do. Will they just blow up their lands and go for it here? They deal 10. Yeah, no, they're not going to go for it, unfortunately for us. But they will hit us pretty hard, getting us down to 17. We'll fetch another Martyr here. And we will have the path in case we need to, the Marsh Flats in case we need to path. Lava Spike gets us down to 14. Another Spike. And they attack. We will block the Kiln Fiend here. And we take 3. Going down to 8. We'll fetch another black source here. Actually, let's get one of the Mistveil Plains. Not necessarily because we're going to use it, just because we want it around. Love that Sorin. Sorin allows us to recur Martyr pretty aggressively here. And what I'm going to do is cast the Crucible of Worlds to make sure I have mana. Let's actually do that this way. Cast the Crucible of Worlds to make sure we have the mana to protect ourselves here. We will let that one get in. Soulscar Mage for our opponent. I don't think they main deck Skullcrack, but if they do, we're still safe because we get to cast Sorin next turn. So we will start with the Marsh Flats here, and then play the Sorin, getting back a Martyr. And that should pretty much end this one. They cast Lava Dart, targeting Martyr, I assume? Yeah, targeting Martyr. So we'll activate in response. They likely will kill Sorin here. Oh, they have to swing both at Sorin. That's a big bummer. So what we'll do here is make them waste another card to kill Sorin. Let's get rid of the Soulscar Mage. See how bad they want to kill that Sorin. They do want to kill it. So they'll Lava Dart me and kill the Sorin. I'm okay with that. They got rid of a land. And we get Orzhov Charm for our Martyr, though I don't think that's really necessary. Now I think we can start attacking pretty aggressively. Go get another Martyr here. And just keep slowly gaining life as we rip all of our lands out of the deck. Not in any hurry, if I'm being really honest. We have them pinned to a corner here pretty much. Swift Spear for our opponent. They choose not to attack. So we will fetch. Getting a basic Plains. And then we will activate Mistveil Plains to put Sorin back, since Sorin can't be recurred. The basic planes is in case they bolt Martyr. We want to make sure we still have mana to activate it. They'll Lava Dart Martyr before we draw, so we have to activate here. And we get a Godless Shrine. Not going to bother playing that. And let's start attacking, I suppose. Since we can Orzhov Charm back Martyr. And if they double block, I will Orzhov Charm one of those Swift Spheres. Fiery Islet for our opponent. They come in for 2. And they draw a card. I don't mind them staying at 2 lands. I really don't. And we will fetch on there instead. Keep pulling lands out of the deck. Let's get another Mistveil. Probably should get the Godless Shrine, but we're just going to keep drawing them apparently. And we'll keep attacking until we need to cast that Orzhov Charm for Martyr. Lava Spike from our opponent. And they'll get in for 4, bringing us down to 17. We will fetch down to 16. Get a Godless Shrine tapped. We'll just keep playing these Godless Shrines. Very cool with that Ranger Cap, which allows us to get and play a Martyr. So I guess 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. We can cast a 5/5 Ballista. That actually sounds nicer. Yeah, I think that's what we want to do. Is just cast a Ballista and put that in their face. Light up the stage for our opponent, looking for their lands. And they do not find a land. Oof. Unfortunate for them. And they can't attack, don't find a land. Big sad for them. I should have done some Mistveil Plains shenanigans. Let's cast this Ranger and get some Martyrs. Or get a Martyr, I should say. And a Serra. Go in for 6. And land per turn and pass. then we'll put some stuff back with Mistveil Plains. Let's put back that path. And I'm going to put back one of the Martyrs so I can fetch it. Always nice to have to not have all of our stuff in one place. Another Orzhov Charm. We'll play the fetch land and fetch that swamp we've been sitting on. And they concede. We would have attacked, seen how they process that, and then cast it Ballista. We'll bring in Kambal. I like the extra Winds of Abandon here over the Cleansing Nova. Celestial Purge is fine. I don't need the Sorcerous Spyglass, so we'll cut a Cleansing Nova. We'll cut a Weathered Wayfarer. Don't think that's as good as it was, and I think what we saw in last game was kind of the best it can do. Sorin is okay, but I'll cut one. Cut a big Ranger here, and then part of me is okay with that. I do. Let's actually cut the Kami. I don't think it's as useful as it needs to be. If I leave it up for when they go off with their big prowess attack, they can just lava dart it or lightning bolt it and then keep attacking. So, no, I guess in hindsight, it's still good to have around, because if they do that, I still get to activate it. But I'd rather have the Kambal. I'd rather have the other stuff. This hand is far too many lands and not enough action to keep. I'm not big on that one. I'd rather mull down and try to find a Martyr on the draw. I'll keep that, I guess. We'll ditch an Orzhov Charm and the Ghost Quarter, I suppose. Not a great hand here by any stretch of the words. It's a good chance we lose this one. They do not start with what they need, though, so that's good for us. We'll start with the Emeria and pass. They can still just bolt me on their instep, and then the turn 1 mountain into nothing is still okay. But they don't, so we buy a turn there, which is nice. Will we buy 2 turns here? Really good for us. Really, really good for us. Drawing lands is not as good for us until we start top decking stuff to do with that land, with those lands. And they burst lightning our Serra Ascendant. That is a burst lightning that doesn't hit our face, so. Metamorphose for our opponent. We like when they spend their Metamorphose and don't give anything Prowess. That works for us. Light up the stage for a Soulscar Mage and a Mountain. We'll activate here and get the Mistveil Plains out of the deck, since we have black mana. Sorin works for me, I suppose. I'm not huge on it, but it does gain us life. They play their Mountain. I imagine play that Soulscar Mage. I gotta think they were digging for a Prowess creature when they lit up the stage and Metamorphosed. So now they have it. Which means, I guess I'll save the path for when they try to go off. Orzhov Charm is a card. Burst Lightning on our Serra Ascendant. Another Burst Lightning that doesn't hit us in the face. Sunbait Canyon for our opponent. Cracked right away. I don't understand what they kept if they don't have anything to play. I would love to draw a Martyr here. Hey. So now I can Martyr, and then next turn play the Sorin, get Martyr back, and get my life total up to where I need it to be relevant. My only issue here is I am vulnerable to Skullcrack. Not if they abrade, though. So we'll go up 9 life here. And feel a lot more comfortable about this game now that we've drawn the Martyr. Opponent gets their 5th land. Our opponent's mana base is looking like our mana base last game. Ours was by design, though. I think they're just not drawing what they need to draw. Bedlam Reveler for our opponent. That will get past pretty quickly here. Even though that means I gain less life with the Martyr, I can't let a Bedlam Reveler stay on the battlefield for too long. And I can't wait, really, because if I try to do it next turn, I could lose my Martyr. So we'll go down to 21 here. And yeah, gotta path that right away. Feel real silly when they start casting lava axes at me with all that mana. Name human with this cavern. Play Sorin. Leaving up a black-white land. Oopsie. Let's tap better this time. And I won't necessarily blow the Martyr up right away, unless they make me. Because I can gain just as much life from the life link as I can from blocking and sacking. Light up the stage. Really strong there, but they just hit lands. That's unfortunate for them. That's really unfortunate for them. Oh, I feel so bad. They will get to crack that right away, though, and draw a card off of it, so. They have enough on Soulscar Mage to kill my Sorin here, and they will, as they abrade my Martyr. So now we need to draw some Ranger love. Like I said, Sorin not huge here, not incredible, but it does its job, and then it dies. I will go get the other Mistveil Plains with that Marsh Flats. Crash through for our opponent. Sunbait Canyon, which they'll crack right away, I imagine. They will lose this mountain that's in their exile zone for that, unfortunately. and they'll hit us for 2. So we'll go down to 22, and then we'll crack down to 21. Another Soulscar Mage for our opponent. And let's get a Ranger off the top, please. Another land. We're inching very dangerously close to Emeria mana. So we do have that going for us. I really want to draw a Ranger so I can cast it, get stuff from it, and then Orzhov Charm it back to my hand in response to a burn spell. There's a small chance we just die here to not drawing anything. They're going to cast that Bone Crusher Giant. We can hit Wraths, which would be very nice. I wouldn't have any problem drawing a Wrath right about now. Ghost Quarter isn't it, unfortunately, but it does allow us to go get a Plains and get us one step closer to Emeria. Not that Emeria is that great right now, seeing as we only have one white card for Martyr. They're about to hit us for 6. They've kind of got us on the better part of a 2-turn clock here. Let's see if they have anything to use with Prowess. Another Soulscar Mage could really use a Wrath right now. I have no need for that Cavern of Souls, so I'll Ghost Quarter it to get one more Plains. And there's the Ranger we want. So we'll go Martyr and Martyr and play one of them. Martyr trades with anything on the battlefield, which we like. There's a Swift Spear. Really begging us to draw a Wrath here. They really want us to draw a Wrath. There's so many Prowess triggers, I can't see what they Lightning Bolt it. Need to scroll up a little bit here. They do target our Martyr. So we'll activate and gain 6 life, which undoes the Prowess and then some. So we won't get to Orzhov Charm back that Ranger, unfortunately. Two, 4, 6, 8 coming in, and a Dismember. So that should be lethal. That should be lethal. All right, we just didn't draw well and got lethaled with a Dismember. Big oof. Maybe I do want that extra Wrath in the Kami. Kami would have been quite helpful there. And what do I cut? I guess Orzhov Charm isn't as strong as I want it to be here. We just need a much better hand this time around. Going down to 5 and then trying to win with Martyr after we've mulled to 5 is not going to do very well. Opening hand of Kambal, Land, Martyr, and then some stuff. It's keepable, I think. Yeah, I mean, I like the Winds of Abandon, I like the Path, I like the Kami. Let's try it. Start with the Mistveil Plains and pass. They start with a mountain into nothing, which is exactly what we like. We draw another path. So we'll be able to handle any creatures they get here pretty handily. They miss again. So we'll go get our black source here. Still no Martyr. Let's play the Kami now that we have Orzhov Charm and Sorin. It eats a Lava Dart. A Lava Dart they would have discarded anyway, so not a great play. Not a great deal for us, but it's just as good to us in the graveyard as it is in our hand. Metamorphose into Blood Moon. Yeah, no, that feels really good for them, I imagine. So let's get rid of that Mistveil. Let's get rid of that Mistveil Plains for a white source, and then we have Path for the black source. There's the Martyr we need. So even with Blood Moon, they're in it pretty deep here. They need to kill us in 9 minutes when we're going to gain 15 life and then some. Fiery Islet for our opponent. Light up the stage for us, so I'll activate there. Just because I'm really not in the mood to get skull cracked. And if we top deck a Serra Ascendant, they have to then answer it. That's a really bad light up the stage for them. Oh man, what an awful light up the stage for them. Cleansing Nova for us. Blood Moon is very, very good against us. It's going to stymie us from casting a lot of the stuff we want to cast for a while. And they are stuck, it appears. Field of Ruin for us. Gets us closer to being able to cast Ranger to get more Martyrs and pressure the clock. There's the Stomp. So they can cast that Bone Crusher Giant, which they do right away. And we will path that on their end step. I'd rather take 2 than 4. There's the Ranger we want, so the next land we draw lets us cast Ranger to go get more Martyrs. And then we can path it to go get our black source as well, which works for us. Celestial Purge is just as good. That works really fine for us. Now here's hoping they don't have a second Blood Moon. They will draw some cards. Light up the stage for a Burst Lightning and a Manamorphose. Play Manamorphose right away. Again, it's much worse for them when it's not a Prowess trigger. Emeria for us. No Ranger for us just yet. It'd be really nice to have as much mana as they do. That would be wonderful. They hit us for 4 with a kicked Burst Lightning. Ranger Cap for us. I'm going to cast... Actually, let's cast that and get the Martyr, just so we don't have to discard anything. Play for the long game here. They'll braid that right away. Crash through. Light up the stage. There are some creatures. Land per turn. I would guess Bone Crusher Giant and then Bedlam Reveler. Leave up Bedlam Reveler for next turn, I suppose. While they're figuring that out, we're just going to gain a ton of life here. And I'm going to not cast the Winds of Abandon. Actually, one more land and I have Cleansing Nova. Should I cast the Winds of Abandon? Yeah, why not? Two is better than 4. Swift Spear. Bolt. They're going to hit me for a lot of damage here. And then Bedlam Rev. They're going to do a lot of damage here. Not enough, I imagine, but a lot. I'm assuming the thing they discard is a land. Dismember. They go to attacks here. Did they whiff on that Bedlam Reveler? I think they might have. And we're just going to keep using Orzhov Charm to get back Martyr of Sands until we need to do something else. We have the path for their creature here. See if they drew a Skullcrack. They did not. We'll take 4. There's the land we want. We'll get a quick 2-for-1 here. Sunbaked Canyon. Cracked right away. Opponent has 4 minutes to deal 46 damage to us. They were holding back some creatures from our wrath. They Blood Moon again, which stops us from casting... stops us from casting Orzhov Charm for a turn. What we'll be able to do is play Ranger of Eos, path it for the black source, and then go right back to what we were doing. Crucible of Worlds is also... Crucible of Worlds is okay. I'm not going to use it here, but it's fine. Go get our last 2 Martyrs out of the deck. And pass the turn. Another Swift Spear for our opponent. We will block and then path the Rangers, see if they have an answer to that. They Burst Lightning it. Get out of the way. That's fine. Loss of a card for them. And let's go get our Swamp. Oh, they were going for Burst Lightning, so it trades. Okay, I thought they were Burst Lightning our Ranger. I couldn't tell because of all the Prowess triggers. Make it hard to read. Let's play a Martyr. Play Crucible of Worlds, just to get some more lands. And pass the turn. And yep, we'll go from there. Marsh Flats for us. Ranger. And let's get the Serras. And now we'll just block and attack with those in the air. And they concede to that. So kind of a long, drawn-out way to do it. I wanted to play very conservatively there. And yeah, Prowess, when we can just recur Martyrs, Prowess doesn't stand much of a chance, and Orzhov Charm allows us to do that more consistently. Maybe I shouldn't have cut them. I don't know. I would love to hear some comments on what you think, how you would have sideboarded there. Thanks so much, and I'll see you in the next one.